Hey guys, Josh at Bane Tech, and it is that time of the week. It is time for Ask Bane, the video series where you ask the questions and I answer them on video. And I've got a couple good questions for you today, so let's go ahead and get right on into it. If you have a question, you can leave a comment down below, or you can hit me up on all the social networks. I have all those links down below in the description of this video. The first question comes from Xavier, and he asked over on Facebook, what is the best camera and microphone that he can get for starting a channel with a budget of about $800. What I can do for that is actually, there's a couple different options. You can go really budget friendly, just use smartphones, and you can get some microphones and tripods and stuff like that that really do add up to some quality stuff. But for what I use a Nikon D5200. It's a refurbished model, and I got it on eBay for a really good price. It was like around $450, and that came with a lens. Over on Amazon, I picked up the microphone that I'm using here. It's a shotgun microphone. It's like $50, and I'll leave links in the description of all this stuff that I'm going to talk about. What I like about this microphone is that it's inexpensive. I think it offers a decent sound. It's not obviously like a Rode microphone where those things are just, boss in that kind of industry. I just can't afford that right now, so I went with this option, and I've been pretty pleased with the performance. The performance has given me two different options. Like this, what I'm using on this setting is just the normal. It's good for being this close up to whatever sound that you're trying to pick up. You also have this tele option to where you can have it at a distance. This is what I normally do. I have this mounted up on my camera. I put it on the tele, so that way it kind of gives the distance kind of thing, and I'll show you the difference in the sound quality. So right now is what I have on the normal setting. So I'm going to fix it to turn it on to tele. And you can tell the difference that it's not as, quality sound, but it picks up a lot more background noise. I can point it somewhere and it kind of picks it up as made for distance. So the best quality sound comes from the normal setting, which is made for this kind of distance between here and there. So when you see my kind of camera angles of when I have my hand modeling when I do my unboxings and stuff like that, I'm using the normal setting because I can turn the microphone and aim it at my mouth and whatnot. When you're starting a YouTube channel, I've mentioned this in the past, is that you don't want to get too crazy on spending a lot of money. It can really add up. So you just want to kind of get some essentials to really just kind of lay a foundation. You can kind of upgrade your stuff as you go along. I started out with a Sony CyberShot that was only like 720p for the longest time. And it's only been until recently this year that I upgraded to the Nikon D5200 along with this microphone. So overall, I didn't even spend $800 on what I'm using now. And it's only, I'd say, $600, probably $600 with tax included and things like that. So with the camera, the microphone, I have like a $40, if that, tripod. That's not even the best. It's good for holding the camera. It's not good for panning shots or cinematographic kind of stuff. So I would recommend, actually, like a lot of people think about just the camera and microphone, but a tripod is so important. And I'm really looking to hopefully upgrade my tripod really soon because I want a fluid head so I could try to do some of that cinematographic kind of stuff with a better, less shaky, smooth motion kind of offer that the tripods give. So those are the things that you want to consider when you're starting a YouTube channel. Of course, it depends on what kind of channel you're starting. If you're just going to do a vlogging, use your phone. Most phones have great capabilities of capturing good video and audio, especially Samsung Galaxy phones. Those have been the best in my opinion. Of course, iPhones do pretty well too. But if you're going to look into other camera options, look into Nikon because they are cheaper than a Canon, and I think that they give pretty good quality, if not the same kind of quality that you would get between the two. If you're going to look into getting a good microphone and investing in one that's going to last you for a long time, go for a Rode. That's just a really good one to just kind of default back onto, is a Rode, because they just offer good ones. And I'd recommend getting a shotgun microphone like this one because you get multiple uses out of it instead of just one use. Over on Google+, Daniel Austin asked, how does the iPhone 6 Plus stack up against the Samsung Galaxy Note 4? That's actually a tough question for me to answer because I haven't put a Note 4 in my hands, and that's how I give my opinions about that kind of stuff. But just on paper, honestly, it's just two really different devices. And even Eric and Griffin touched on how the iPhone 6 and the 6 Plus are just two different devices in themselves. And it just depends on how you want to use the phone. If you like the Apple ecosystem, go for Apple. If you like Android, go for the Note 4. I'm trying to get the Note 4 because the Note 3 was my device for the most part all of 2013, a part of 2012, of course. The Note 3 was my device for the longest time when it was released, all the way up until I got my OnePlus One. OnePlus One pretty much trumped that. just because I wanted a different experience. Between the Note 4 and the iPhone 6 Plus, like, I was playing around with it, and you're going to see some of this footage in my iPhone 6 Plus review, is that the camera is just really good, and the screen looks awesome. So it's just, I don't know. Generally speaking, I think that the Note 4 is going to be a better device. That's what I'm going to choose over the iPhone 6 Plus. If you caught my post yesterday, I'm returning the iPhone 6 Plus, and I'll reveal that reason in the iPhone 6 Plus review, so stay tuned for that. I mean, honestly, they're both really good devices. It's just going to depend on what you want. Personally, the iPhone 6 Plus, it's just really good. Like, the camera's good, the screen's good. You can get a 64 gig model, which is the one I had, and you can save plenty of stuff on there. But, you know, with the Note 4, you get expandable storage, you can remove the battery, get an extended battery, multiple batteries. It really depends on what you want to use it for in your everyday life. I would say that the iPhone 6 Plus is going to hold better value down the road as long as it doesn't bend, just because Apple products just tend to hold value longer. But the Note series, out of all the Android devices I've seen, hold the best value as well. So I really think that they're almost like an equal thing. Just really depends on what kind of stuff you want out of the phone for the long haul and how you're going to use it. I hope those answers answered your questions, and I thank you so much for submitting those. If you have a question, again, you can leave a comment down below or hit me up on the social networks. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so you can see more videos like this. Oh, by the way, let me know, like, for these Ask Bane videos, do you like me holding the microphone kind of thing, or do you like it mounted up on the camera where my hands are free? I kind of like the audio quality better for this setup, so let me know what you think in the comments down below. Yeah.